Alright, let's get the video going. I'm going to answer most of the questions on Boxing Socialist. So if it cuts off, I'm going to probably be over there answering questions in the chat. But let's start off with Lamar. Lamar, thank you for the video. It was great. I appreciate it. And Divine, you know, y'all made some great videos. I like the responses. I see where your heart is at, but you're overstepping some boundaries. Let's start with Lamar. Lamar, you made a lot of issues in it with me on this one, because you lost direction with me. What do you mean that happens all the time in boxing when people fight for titles from lesser opponents and win them? Yeah, it happens in the sport of boxing, but that's a problem. We're here to assess what they're doing with Manny Pacquiao. He's an amateur for a reason. They know what they got in front of him, and they know that he's limited. He's never going to be better than what they got right now. They could train with this guy forever. He's never going to be a Floyd Mayweather. It's too late. So they're working with what they got, and the way that you can protect your money and your interest is to keep this guy winning. If they put this guy in the ring with Humberto Soto when he was fighting at 130, Humberto Soto would have beat his brains in. Johan Guzman would have beat his brains in. Nate Campbell would have beat his brains in. Juan Diaz would have beat his brains in. They knew that. Like I knew that. And they kept him away from him. Have you noticed he hasn't fought another boxer since Marquez? Not one boxer. And there were plenty of them out there, but they're not going to fight him. The man never fought not one African-American fighter. And they said, oh, well, there were no African-American fighters back then. Mark King of the Bantamweights Johnson. I mean, the man nickname is King of the goddamn Bantamweights. And you didn't fight him? They didn't fight him because he was a slick brother. He didn't fight Johan Casamayor. They didn't fight Tim Austin. They didn't fight anybody who was a boxer. Okay? And they talk about all-time elite fighters. What fighter has Manny Pacquiao beat in their prime? Name me one top fighter that Manny Pacquiao beat in their prime. And the only fight you're going to have that you can say, well, he beat this guy, is the first Barrera fight. Okay? And I gave you that. But how long ago was that? 2001? Damn, that's 10 years ago. So it's been 10 years since this guy has fought an elite fighter in their prime. And y'all talking about he's going to be up there with Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran would have fought Paul Williams. Roberto Duran would have fought Sergio Martinez. They wouldn't have said, give me Margarito. Give me Kaladi. Hey, you know who Kaladi is? Never heard of him, right? Okay. My point exactly. And you gonna tell me Sergio Martinez is, the whole world know he was the boxer, the fighter of the year. The man just dethroned you. And the man called you out, say you come to 154 and he's the man to beat. And you say you the man. You said, I'm gonna fight Moses. And he just looked bad against Sergio Moore. Let me fight Shane. And y'all talk about the drug test. Dude, it's not about Floyd asking him for the drug test. It's not about that. What you need to be looking at is why the man won't take the test. If you go to a guy and you accuse this guy, you say, hey man, you got my wallet? And then the guy go, I gotta check with some people, and I don't think I got it. Now your instincts automatically gonna tell you that guy is full of he know where your wallet is. It's people's ways and actions that give them away. Why do you think the most people think, and it blew up out of proportion, that Manny Pacquiao was doing steroids? How many changing stories did you hear come out of the Pacquiao camp? Okay? Him being an amateur had nothing to do with the steroid thing. That's why I didn't even bring it up in the article. But everybody went to bringing up the roids. So, okay, let's bring up the roids. He didn't start looking good, like you said, Lamar, until 2000, whatever, when he fought David Diaz. That's when Alex Ariza got there. That coincidence? Alex Ariza is not a boxing trainer. He knows nothing about boxing. But once he gets there, all of a sudden, man, he just stamina jumps up. He throws more punches. Explain to me, y'all fans, why is he throwing more punches now than he was when he was at a lighter weight? When he weighed less and was younger. But he's older and heavier, so he gonna throw more punches. Don't happen in the sport of boxing. So don't give me this God crap. And here's something else for your memory. What happened to the emails? Thought they was gonna sue. You think the daily news of a national newspaper like that is gonna sit there and print something that's fraudulent, and without Bob Arum jumping all over them for a retraction? There was no retraction ever filed. Okay? They weren't added to any lawsuit. So there you have it right there. They weren't added to any lawsuit, and there was no retraction filed because the emails exist. Okay? The emails existed. But here's the catch for you. The emails wasn't bad. There was no problem with wanting to know what the penalty was if Manny did, let's say he did come up guilty. There was nothing wrong with knowing what the penalty was. I would want to know that. Wouldn't you want to know that? Even no matter if you're on steroids or not. But it made him look like he was on steroids. So that's why they had a problem with him. Y'all got a lot to learn.